and welcome you all back to the channel. Happy to see you all once again in another video. In today's video, I am going to explain you about all the abilities of Volkath and some advanced tips on how to play him. Volkath is a type of warrior who has a high damage output and has a unique ultimate. And he is one of the strongest warriors in the Lokheim. Volkath is a pretty easy hero to play and he can one-shot any species in the late games. And I have a request for you friends. Most of the viewers who are viewing my channel are not subscribed to the channel yet. So if you find this video entertaining and helpful, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And also feel free to smash the like button. Now without further waiting, let's get right into the video. Now let us look at his passive. Whenever Volkath deals damage on an enemy, the enemy gains a mark on them and can stack up to 4 stacks. Now you can see clearly the stacks gained by Thane while getting hit by the Volkath. Also you can clearly see how many stacks he had gained. At the 4th stack, it explodes and deals additional damage and gives Volkath a shield which is equal to 16% of his max HP for 3 seconds. The shield has a cooldown of 8 seconds, but his passive can be triggered continuously. But when he hits a creep or a minion, his passive is triggered and additional damage is dealt, but he won't get a shield from it. Enemies who are hit by his abilities will also get a stack of his passive. Volkath's ability 1 deals damage in a round area. It deals damage to all the enemies in that area and reduces their movement speed by 90% for 1 second. The enemies who are hit by this ability gains a stack of his passive. Volkath extends a demon claw which when hits an enemy reduces their movement speed and gives vision on them for 3 seconds. On getting hit by this ability, the enemies gains a demon's mark on their head. If he uses the ability within 3 seconds, he charges and hits the enemy and deals damage. When he uses the ability on the heroes who has the demon mark on them, will get stunned for 1 second. If the marked target is killed by this skill, the cooldown is reset immediately and the mana cost is returned. Enemies gains 1 stack of his passive for each of his S2 hits. On using Volkath's ultimate, he transforms into his Demon Lord form and remove all the control effects on himself for 8 seconds. In this form, his movement cannot be controlled, but the direction of his movement can be controlled. In this form, he deals damage in a circular area and on hitting an enemy, he restores 6% of his max HP. If the enemies got hit by him or more than one, 50% more healing is triggered and 9% of his max HP will be restored. Here you can see the health restoration clearly with one hero and more than one heroes. Here on hitting one enemy, I heal only 900 HP, but on hitting 2 or more enemies, I heal about 1400 HP, that is the 9% healing. After 8 seconds, he transforms back to his normal form automatically, or you can transform him manually by hitting the ability once again within 8 seconds, and at the time of transformation he knocks back and deals damage to all the enemies in that area, and after transforming back he will be immune to death for 3.5 seconds. In his Demon Lord form, his normal attacks also triggers his passive. Here is the tip for you guys. Most of you who already know the story may already know this. That is, in the whole game, Telena's ultimate deals true damage only for Volkath. This is the enchantment I recommend for him. In this, the enemy takes extra damage on 3 stacks which works well with his passive. This is a pure attack build I use for him. I won't recommend building him tanky because if he is tanky, he can't able to deal damage required to kill the squishy heroes. The whole point is to deal more damage while he uses his ultimate and returning back. If you need more cooldown and use his ultimate very often, you can use this build. You can use this build for critical damage and to increase your damage. This is the arcana I use for him: 10 onslaught, 10 assassinate and 10 skewer. If you wanna build him crit, use atrocity, and if you need attack speed, you can use blitz instead of onslaught. Now let us see some tips on how to play him. This is the basic combo for Volkath. First use his S2 on an enemy and mark them, then use it again to reach them and use S1 to deal damage and stun them. At this time, his passive mark will be at 3 stacks. Do an auto attack to trigger the passive and then use ultimate to do some auto attacks and land and finish off the enemy and return. He has more healing effects on his ultimate now, so it is easy to engage between the back lines and can be alive for more time and deal more damage. Also keep this in mind. If you got stunned at the time of transforming back to the normal form, the knockback will not be triggered. And here is a tip: if you build him with critical build, he will deal a devastating amount of damage in his ultimate form. And keep this thing in mind: if you are engaging inside of a tower or between 4 to 5 enemies, you should be aware of your health bar and the crowd control or the abilities like Alistair's ultimate and Arum's ultimate the enemy team has. Because if you are stunned and taken more damage before landing, you will die. So, in these situations, try to engage with your support and team with a cleansing item. So that's all for the video, friends. Hope this video will be helpful to you. So if you find this video entertaining and helpful, kindly smash the like button and hit the subscribe button for more future contents. I am very excited to see you all in the next video. Until then, bye bye and have a nice day, friends.